In June 1947, a series of frantic and disturbing S.O.S Morse code messages pierced through the quiet airwaves of the Malacca Strait. Multiple ships in the area picked up the weak, static-filled signal from a Dutch freighter named the Ourang Medan. The message was fragmented, but the word sent a wave of cold dread through the listening radio operators. The voice on the other end spoke of extreme panic, stating that all officers, including the captain, were dead, lying scattered across the bridge and the chart room. There was a heavy, suffocating silence on the radio for several minutes, followed only by a final, terrifying transmission that simply whispered, "I die." After those two haunting words, the radio went completely dead. An American merchant ship named the Silver Star was closest to the coordinates and immediately changed its course to mount a rescue mission. Hours later, through a thick, unnatural ocean fog, the massive iron hull of the Ourang Medan emerged, drifting aimlessly in the calm water. There was no visible damage to the exterior of the vessel, and no signs of life on the upper decks. The rescue crew from the Silver Star shouted into the heavy silence, but their voices only echoed off the cold metal. Determined to find survivors, a small team boarded the mysterious ghost ship. But the moment their boots touched the wooden deck, they realized they had stepped directly into a waking nightmare. The entire surface of the main deck was littered with the bodies of the crew members. All of them were dead. But it wasn't the presence of death that terrified the rescue team, it was the horrific state of the corpses. Every single man lay frozen with his eyes wide open, staring blankly up at the blazing sun. Their arms were raised and stiff, pointing desperately toward the sky as if defending themselves from a terrifying, invisible predator. Their mouths were stretched open in silent, frozen screams of absolute terror. Even the ship's dog, a large hound, was found dead, its teeth bared in a permanent snarl toward the empty air. The rescue crew checked the bodies for wounds, but there were no signs of physical trauma, no blood, and no evidence of a struggle. As the team moved deeper into the dark, claustrophobic lower decks to reach the boiler room, the air grew unnervingly cold, despite the hot summer weather outside. More bodies were found slumped against the iron machinery, all sharing the same frozen expression of pure dread. The captain of the Silver Star decided to tow the haunted vessel back to the nearest port for a full investigation. Heavy steel cables were attached to the Ourang Medan's bow. But before the journey could even begin, a thick, foul-smelling dark smoke started pouring out from the lower cargo holds. Within seconds, a massive, unexplainable explosion ripped through the ghost ship, forcing the rescue team to cut the cables and flee back to safety. The Ourang Medan lifted into the air and sank into the deep ocean waters, taking its horrifying secrets to the bottom of the sea forever.